Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, I'm going to give you the one secret to success that Grant Cardone shared to Lewis Howes on the School of Greatness podcast and how you can use that to further yourself in your investment life. So it's been a while since I've done a Grant Cardone video. Been following him from Undercover Billionaire. Even before that, I was reading his books and I've attended his real estate summit and gotten some really good stuff out there. But there's been some times where I think there's been some differing messages, So recently he was trying to raise money from unaccredited investors with a minimal amount of $1,000. And he said, if you've got $1,000, you should just go ahead and admit that you're broke and put all that money into the deal. Whereas previously he had said some other things that he focuses on in this interview with Lewis Howes. So I hope you found this helpful. If you do, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell. So here is what Grant Cardone says is the most important investment, the number one investment you should make in yourself, and it isn't real estate.
One, I would scrape off that you don't know anything. Two, I would invest everything you can in you. Mm-hmm. It's tax deductible. You never lose it. The person's personal appreciation will always be bigger than any other asset class.
I love that.
Okay, Bitcoin can't match it. Real estate can't match it. My personal asset appreciation will always. It is infinite. Who knows? I could be the next male Oprah,
right?
Or somebody watching could be the next Rock or whatever, right? Like that. What is that appreciation value? It's straight up.
Yeah.
So the first thing people should invest money in, even use debt on, is their personal improvement. If you told me you had to go borrow $1,000 to go to one of your classes to become great, and it had any potential at all, like even a 1% chance of putting you on the road to greatness, I'd be like, dude, go give Amex or Visa $1,000 right now. I don't even care what the rate is,
right?
Because the infinite return. Infinite beats 18%.
Okay.
So number one, invest in yourself.
In this interview, Grant says that the number one investment you can make is in yourself. He tells Lewis that the $1,000 investment that you would make in yourself, and he says you would even go into debt for your own personal development. And the reason he says that you would do that is because you get an infinite return on what you can bring to the table if you invest in yourself. He says if there's a program that's even worth 1% of value to you, that he would go into debt to do that. And it's again contradictory to the previous request of putting your $1,000, emptying your savings account, your last $1,000 into Cardone Capital, when you should be using all that money instead to invest in yourself, to go to courses, to go to seminars, to get books and things of that nature that will make you smarter and wiser. I just finished rereading one of the books that's really helped me in my real estate investing called Creating Wealth by Robert G. Allen, and rereading that and going through the principles that he shares about his plan for purchasing a rental property, a single family rental home, at least one every year, would be beneficial to being able to grow wealth. And, that's the kind of stuff that Grant's talking about here. And that's what he has always said until he started raising money for the syndication. So I tend to believe this Grant, because I don't believe that Grant wants to be a salesman to Lewis Howes. I've seen him go on to the other places while he was trying to raise money. He doesn't do that with Lewis. He is, oddly enough, more transparent with Lewis than I think he is with just about anybody. And he has sat here and told Lewis, say, look, people need to invest in themselves. And before you throw money in the stock market, before you go out and buy a rental property, you need to invest in yourself so you can learn what you need to be looking for. And I think that is probably the best piece of advice that Grant has ever given, is that if you want to grow, invest in yourself. So go to his courses, learn from him, listen to him, take other people's courses, learn from them, get books like Robert G. Allen's book. Yeah, he filed for bankruptcy several years later, but it wasn't because of the principles in the book, it was because of other things, and we'll talk about that at some later point. But Dave Ramsey says some good stuff and he filed for bankruptcy. So I mean, there's things you can learn from people. You need to put in the time to invest, especially if you just come upon a sum of money, like some of my personal injury clients who have just come upon a lump sum of money, and they may not know how to invest it or what to do with it. Before you do anything with it, you need to learn and invest in yourself and figure out the best ways to make use, so that way you get an infinite return in yourself that will be far more excessive than any return you'll get from the stock market, from crypto, or from real estate. So hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and until next time, stay tuned.